guys, it's Lindsay and welcome back to my channel and to another plan with me. So for this week, I'm planning out the week of March 25th through the 31st, and I'm using the Carnival kit that is from Caress Press. This is like the kind of Dumbo inspired kit, like there's a Dumbo full box add-on. So I decided to use this kit because this is the week that Dumbo came out. I actually still have not seen Dumbo. I actually never watched it, but I still wanted to use it and still mark it when it came out. I also actually did not have any washi that like fully matched this kit, so I use this really bright coral washi. It stands out a little bit, but it also kind of matches in some aspects. It just, I don't know, it's a little different, but I still liked how it turned out. So, yeah, I also have a sore throat at the moment, so I apologize if I'm like a little, like, sound a little weird, or my throat starts to go out, or my voice starts to go out. I apologize, but I'm putting down the washi, bottom washi, obviously, the glitter headers, and all of the full boxes. I did pull in the double box down at the bottom for the Dumbo one, just because I did still want to use those double boxes just because, so you guys can see me pulling that in right now. And all of my foil overlays, I believe, are from Scribble Prints Co. Let me double check. I'm like moving my planner to make sure that they're all from Scribble Prints Co., which I believe they are. Yes. So all of my overlays for the full box overlays are all from Scribble Prints Co. I just used a wide variety of them. And yeah, that's the pretty basic stuff. I don't actually have much to talk about for this week. I believe, yeah, so this is the week that my dad got discharged from the hospital. So this is on the Monday's last day that he was in the hospital, and he got discharged on that day. So we will talk a little bit more, obviously, about that when we get to that day specifically. But I'm also putting down all the deco, the flags at the top. I did put some glitter overlays as well, or the foil overlays over the flags as well. And then I did do my sidebar and put down the 2 habit trackers, the little 5mm washi that it goes in between them. I did not actually have any like squared off boxes from this kit because obviously I'm used to the Scribble Prints Co. kits, and this one's a little bit different.
12
so
o'clock.
every time I need it. Okay, we're gonna mute this because I always forget to mute my computer, and every time it always says what time it is. But I used a quarter box, and I didn't have any washi either, so I had to cut up a piece of a full box. Like I had to use a full box that I had that was left over to fill in that little like extra box that I put in my sidebar. And then you have the glitter header, the weekly checklist, as well as the extra full box that is down at the bottom. So that is just what I'm doing right now. As you guys can see, I'm just going down along the sidebar. It's pretty self-explanatory. My sidebar stays the same for the most part. I don't really change it very often. But yeah, like I said, don't really have much to talk about. I'm just going crazy with all the Plan With Me's. I'm trying to upload and film as many of them as possible. Hence the reason why you guys are getting a decent amount of them. I don't know what just happened with that lighting. That way you guys get like a decent amount of videos and stuff like that, or you guys have been getting a decent amount of them. But yeah, anyway, moving on to Monday. So first thing I did was I put down part of that box that I put down at the bottom of the sidebar, because like I said, I did not have any washi in this kit, and at least I don't think I did. I think it was just all full boxes. So I just cut up the like full boxes themselves, and I put in a sleep in sticker. Oh, we struggling. I put in a sleep in sticker from Little Miss Papery. I tried to use as much like yellow and just other colors that I could use that I knew I could like kind of bring into here just to make it as colorful as possible. I actually didn't use that much yellow, but like I used the yellow because I was like, I know I can use it because there's little pops of yellow throughout the kit. So I use that. And then I put down a Whimsical Cat Studio girl with a YouTube button to mark a YouTube binge. And then underneath that, I took a Glam Planner, Lolly and Pop, and I put that down for a grocery run. And I do mention this in most of my videos. Everything that I use, all the shops that I use, and everything will be linked down below, including my pen, tweezers, scissors, everything like that. Every single thing I use will be linked down below. So if you guys are ever curious as to... oh, I hated the way I wrote run, so I redid it again. So if any of you guys are curious as to what like tools I use, that is what it is. Yeah, I widened it out and I redid it because it really bothered me. Moving down, I put down a fancy label and a Yay Munchkin to mark that my dad got discharged from the hospital on this day. I was actually I was planning on going to go visit him I did a couple of errands first because I knew he would be there for most of the day. So I was like, okay, I got time. I can like wait a little bit and then I can go visit him. And he actually ended up, I called him like in the middle of the day and I was like, hey, am I still good to go come down or no? And he was like, well, don't actually come down because of, um, what's it called? He's gonna get discharged. He was like, I might get discharged today, so don't come down. I'm like, okay. So I didn't go down there. I just stayed at home waiting to hear anything, and he ended up getting discharged on this day. And I think it was my mom who picked him up. So yeah, that was really exciting. I'm doing a little bit of like sticker surgery here, because I wanted to make the little Wonton and a Million Piglet and Pooh fit, but I needed to move up the movie marquee. So yeah, I put that on the fancy label for him getting discharged from the hospital. I then used a little munchkin that it said I ate too much on it. I did cut that piece off because I wanted a little bit more room. To mark BJ's for dinner. I love BJ's. It's literally the best, and their Pizookies are so good. Oh my god, they're amazing. I then took a movie marquee that is from Scribble Prints Co. And like I said, I took the Piglet and Winnie the Pooh that are like Suey and Steamy from Wonton and a Million. And I took that to mark Christopher Robin, which was my first time ever watching Christopher Robin. It was cute. It wasn't my favorite, but it was cute. I've heard like a ton of people, they're like, I love it. It's like the best, like one of the best movies. And I'm like, I mean, I don't know if it's just because I'm not a big Winnie the Pooh fan. I do love Winnie the Pooh, but I'm not like, oh my god, must watch all the Winnie the Pooh stuff. Maybe that's why, but I don't know. Christopher Robin, it was cute, but it wasn't my all-time favorite of like the live action movies. So, yeah, but I did watch that. It was on Netflix, so I just decided to watch that. And because I kept getting yelled at by one of my coworkers to watch it, she was like, "You need to watch it now," because she references it all the time. So I'm like, okay, I'm watching it. I'm going. So yeah, we watched Christopher Robin, and I really really love the sticker that I used too. I took so long to try to find a Winnie the Pooh sticker. I apparently do not have any Winnie the Pooh stickers, which is surprising because I have so many Disney stickers, but none of them were Winnie the Pooh. And so when I found this one on the best friends sheet from Wonton and a Million, I was like, yes, okay, we're using it. I need to use it now. So yeah, we use that to mark that. Moving on to Tuesday, first thing I did was I put down the work label. And then underneath that, I took a washing machine icon that is from Magic Prints Co. It's just a gold foiled icon to mark that I needed to wash my costume. You guys know me. I gotta wash my costume all the time. I'm actually at the same location all the time now. Like, it's like my location. I work there every single one of my shifts. So I'm like, can I go get another costume? Because this is gonna really bother me because I'm gonna have to constantly keep washing the same costume over and over and over again. So that's not gonna be very fun. But yeah, anyway. You guys probably don't care. But moving on, underneath that, I took a Wonton and a Million, I want to say Steamy. I swear, I really need to learn these characters' names. I think it's a Steamy, with like a trash like bin. I believe it's a trash bag and a trash bin. Yeah. So I took that to mark that I needed to take out the trash. Usually I just use a icon from the kit, but I decided to change it up a little bit and use an actual character icon because I mean I have them, so I might as well use a character sticker because I do have them. And then underneath that, I took a little thing as well as the credit card icon from the kit to mark that I needed to transfer some money. I've mentioned this with the Scribble Prints Co. kits. It's kind of the same thing. I like using icons with the little things just because like the icons are a little bit smaller. The Crest Press icons are bigger than the Scribble Prints Co. ones, so it's not as noticeable. But the Scribble Prints Co. mini icons, they're really difficult to like see. Like they're hard to see. So I usually will put like a little thing with it. At least I have been recently, when I don't have a bigger icon to use. So yeah. Moving on, underneath that, I took a Fox and Cactus pastel haired girl with like a little spray bottle to mark that I needed to clean my bathroom. I actually hate cleaning my bathroom because I share the bathroom with my brother and my sister, and we're just messy people apparently. So I absolutely hate cleaning the bathroom because it's like 3 people worth of like stuff that you have to clean in there. So yeah. Oh, I think my camera cut me out. I was like, wait, all of a sudden I have a half box down. My camera did cut me out. I don't know if it died or if it what's it called? My like memory ran out. I think it was my memory ran out of my memory card. The space ran out on my memory card. There we go. Words are hard. I haven't said that in a while, but words are hard. So yeah, we cleaned the bathroom. I then put down a half box and just used a Pizza Night foiled sticker from Magic Prints Co. in the middle of that, just to kind of take up some space because I didn't really have much else to mark. And then last but not least, I took a little surprise shop, which is no longer a shop, by the way, if anyone's curious. Actually, I don't think it is. No, it's no longer a shop anymore. But I used that little girl that's like painting with a easel to mark that I needed to transfer art at work. So we were dealing with food and wine and stuff, and we had artwork that was specifically for food and wine. And so that day we had to transfer a bunch of artwork to another location, and it took forever. It literally took our whole entire shift. So I wanted to mark that purely just because it took our whole entire shift. So we transferred some art at work, and I thought the little easel would be a good like representation of that, especially because I'm not an artist and I don't paint, so I have no other use for that like sticker specifically. So I figured I would use that. Moving on to Wednesday, first thing I did was I took a Coffee Monsters Co. emoji that's dressed in like pajamas and has a teddy bear to mark that I had to wake up early. I'm not entirely sure why I had to wake up early, but I woke up early for some reason on this day. And then I use a Fox and Cactus Girl in some scrubs underneath that to mark a Grey's Anatomy binge. Because y'all know me and Grey's Anatomy. I'm struggling apparently trying to figure things out right now. We're just like chilling right now, not knowing what we're doing. But you guys know me with Grey's Anatomy. I watched it a lot. I still have not caught up on it. I really need to. I have like, no joke, like 10 episodes left. I really need to just watch them because then I would be caught up and I wouldn't have a problem. And then I took underneath that a Simply Watercolor Co. coffee cup that has a gold foil bow on it. There's actually like something on it right now. I'm looking at my planner so I know like what stickers I use and stuff like that without my hand getting in the way. Which you guys are probably like, can't you just follow with the video? Yes, I can, but that's how you get like either behind or you get distracted, and yeah, I'm not just gonna watch the video. So I look at my planner while I'm recording my voiceover so I can tell you guys where everything is from. Anyway, I don't think you guys wanted to know that. Moving on. We, like I said, I used like a little coffee cup to mark a Starbucks run, and then underneath that I used an emoji drinking beer. It's actually not beer, but I got the Be Brave, Be Blue drink again from the Hollywood Backlot in California Adventure. We did go into the parks on this day. I went with one of my coworkers and one of my friends, and we got the Be Brave, Be Blue, which is actually vodka and blue raspberry lemonade. It is so good. It's like the Captain Marvel like themed drink that is back in the Hollywood Backlot in California Adventure, and it is amazing. It's literally like the best drink. And I apparently like hard alcohol. Fun fact about me, I like the harder ones and the ones that are in the drinks that you can't taste the alcohol, which is always more dangerous, but you know, totally fine. We have a good time. So yeah, Be Brave, Be Blue. If you guys are like in the area for Disney and you like vodka and blue raspberry lemonade, do it. It is amazing. I then put down a half box and a munchkin with a wine glass to mark the Food and Wine Festival. I did not drink anything else after that for alcohol wise. I did, however, try some of the food. I think we tried the Impossible Burger, which was really good. I was surprised that I actually liked it. Because I'm usually pretty picky and I don't like textures of food. Like if it's a weird texture, I won't eat it. But the Impossible Burger was actually really, really good. So we did that, and then I believe there's like a Parmesan like chicken wing one that was really good too. They had pizza egg rolls. Oh my god, those were amazing. Those were like pizza rolls, but with like an egg roll like crust on it. It was so good. Anyway, moving on. Underneath that, I then put a heart icon from the kit down to mark that I bought a new Pandora ring. Fun fact, I don't know if you guys noticed my rings in my videos change. Or they changed. I usually wear the same rings all the time. One of them, it used to be on my thumb that was like a crown, and that one was from Pandora. And fun fact, I actually lost that one. I looked down one day, I was wearing it, and then I looked down one day and it was just completely gone. And I have no idea whatever happened to it. So I replaced it with the one that is on my finger right now, which is this Daisy one. That is from Pandora. And then the other one on my other hand, that one was my grandma's, the old one that I used to wear on my pinky. It was an opal that had diamonds surrounding it. That one was my grandma's, and the diamonds started falling out of it, so I had to stop wearing it. So I replaced it with a new one as well, which is the opal one that is on my right hand. So if anyone's curious, that's what that was. Anyway, moving on. Underneath that, I then took a Whimsical Cat Studio girl with a camera to mark the galaxy wall. I like taking pictures with different walls. That's just like my personal thing. I like doing that, and I'll post them onto my Instagram and everything. So the Galaxy wall is the Star Wars wall that is over by Launch Bay. So I took that I took a photo with that one and I posted that photo. So we took some photos with the Galaxy wall, which was exciting. So that is it for Wednesday. Moving on to Thursday. First thing I did was I put down the work label. I then went ahead and cut down some washi. I actually cut my bottom washi pretty crooked. So this piece of washi that I just put down is also very crooked, but you know, it's fine. So I put that piece of washi down, and then I took a Yay It's Payday sticker from Magic Prince Co. to mark my payday. I took a Bill Do sticker from the kit underneath that. And then last but not least, I took a little like zombie munchkin, and I cut off a little bit of the feet. That way it wasn't covering the glitter header to mark that I was woken up early. I'm not entirely sure why I was woken up early, but I was woken up early, and when I'm woken up early, I am not the happiest of people because you just interrupted my sleep. And when you interrupt my sleep, I am not happy because you just woke me up. Especially because it was hard enough for me to try to like fall asleep half the time. So for me to get woken up in the middle of me sleeping, and when it's like a deep sleep, I am the worst person. Like, you cannot wake me up, otherwise I will go off on you and I will be upset. So we got woken up early. Moving down underneath that, I took, I believe her name is Pearl. I'm not 100% sure. She is the blonde, what's it called? She's the blonde scribbler from Scribble Prince Co. I want to say her name is Pearl, but I used her with a little shopping cart to mark a Walgreens run. Not entirely sure what I had to get at Walgreens, but I went to Walgreens, so I used that. I then took a quarter box and a kind of stressed out emoji. I think it's supposed to be one for a headache, but it's kind of like a stressed out one. To mark that I needed to set up for an event. So essentially I just had to move a couple things around and just set up like tables and stuff like that for the event. So we did set up for that. It took majority of our shift. And then we were then extended until 2 a.m. in the morning because we were setting up for this said event, which was always a great time. So I used the Fox and Cactus like Annoyed Girl to mark that. I actually got extended quite a lot during this time, purely just because like there was a lot of things happening at work. We were busy at work, and just in general, it was just a busy time. Whenever Food and Wine Festival is around, it's always a busy time. So, yeah, I got extended until 2 a.m., had to set up for an event. It was probably an exhausting night. I honestly don't remember. But this is like when I was saying where I was pretty busy at work, and then like life stuff was happening too. So this is when I say like, I'm sorry. Like this is why I haven't been uploading videos, because I'll like go to work, or I'll go to work my like however long shifts. Sometimes they're 12-hour shifts, sometimes they're 10-hour shifts, sometimes they're just 8 hours, which is totally fine. I actually very rarely get anything less than 8 hours because I'm a full-time cast member, so just kind of depends. But I'll go to work however long my shift is, go home, and keep in mind I also commute to work, which it takes me about 45 minutes to an hour depending on traffic, and I will pass out, sleep, wake up, get ready for work, and do it all over again. So that's usually the reason why I don't, I've been so behind on my plan with me's, because I either, one, haven't been motivated to film, two, don't have time, or three, I'm just so exhausted that I'm like, I don't want to do this. So, yeah. Moving on to Friday, we're just going on a bunch of random tangents today. First thing I did was I took the work label and I put that down. I then cut down more of that full box because, like I said, I was cutting the full boxes and using that as washi. And I put in a sleep in sticker that is from Arctic Paper Studio on top of that. I don't know what it is with me. I am struggling so hard to put things down straight. Like, I don't know why, but it's a struggle, man. The struggle bus is real. But yeah, there's me just putting down that sleep in sticker. And then underneath that, I took a Fox and Cactus pastel haired girl that's like driving with like a little fast food bag to mark that I had to get my dad lunch because obviously he had surgery. He can't go anywhere. So I put that down to mark that I had to get him lunch because he was home on this day. He stayed home. Actually, he stayed home for like a good week or so, 2 weeks after he got out of the hospital because he was not allowed to go back to work yet. But I got him food on this day. Underneath that, I then took an emoji that's like a Grey's Anatomy emoji to mark another Grey's binge, because y'all know me with my Grey's binge. Gotta get all the Grey's binges in. Underneath that, I then took another movie marquee that is from Scribble Prints Co. And like I said, I did not actually watch Dumbo, but this was the day that it came out. So, I took I believe it's from Odd Loop. It's a little Dumbo like icon that is from, I believe it's from Odd Loop. If it's not, I will let you guys know in the comment, but I'm about 95% positive that is from Odd Loop. And then I tried to actually move him over a little bit, because I was like, oh, I can move him over a little, it's fine. And then I ended up like trying to peel him up, and it took up the whole entire movie marquee, and I was like, dang it. So I had to put back down the movie marquee, and then I took the Dumbo script that is from Scribble Prints Co. and just stuck that on top of it. It overlaps with his ear a little bit, but it's okay. It's not that big of a deal. I was just trying to move it so it didn't overlap with him, but totally okay. It's fine. I still actually need to watch that movie too. Part of me kind of doesn't want to, because like some parts in the trailer looked really sad, and I'm like, poor Dumbo, I don't want him to be sad. So we will see. I probably will eventually watch it, but for the time being, we are not. And then moving on, I took a little like they're technically the best friend munchkins, but it's two like friend munchkins to mark lunch with Isaiah, who is one of my coworkers. She's the same coworker that I went to Disney with on Wednesday, so she is one of my coworkers, and I just had lunch with her, which essentially is our lunch at work. And then I took a drained or low battery munchkin to mark a tiring night at work, which, yep, sounds about right. All of the tiring nights. We're just exhausted. I eventually get like pretty exhausted at the end of this night, but yeah, we just got exhausted pretty quickly. And yeah, we're just always constantly busy, and lack of sleep and lack of everything is just not fun. So moving on to Saturday, first thing again I did was put down the work label, and then underneath that I took a birthday box icon that I honestly don't remember where it's from. I want to say it's either Once More with Love or Scribble Prints Co. Or not Scribble Prints Co., sorry. Coffee Monsters Co. One of the two. I honestly don't remember which sheet I pulled that off of. But it's a little present, and I used that to mark that I bought Isaiah her spirit tea. So, fun fact, I made an order from a shop, which I'm not going to name the shop because I'm not going to try to, like, cause problems with the shop, because I'm pretty positive, like, she's shipping things out now. But I made an order back in December for four things from this shop. It was $130 some odd order. Keep that in mind. So, I had, all of them were Christmas presents. They were all the way back in December, and I knew they weren't going to make it on time. So, which I was totally okay with. I was like, it's fine. We don't need it to be on time. Like, I will just give them the presents later. So, fast forward, I think it was a 4 to 6 week shipping or production time. I was like, okay, totally fine. I'll wait that. Fast forward about 2 months, I message her and I'm like, hey, I have no like shipping order or anything on like my order. Is there any way I can get an update on it? She responded back with, oh yeah, I'm working on your order now. It's actually almost finished. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll eventually get this and I can actually give it to the people that it's supposed to be given to. So 2 months pass by and I message her again, no response. Another month passes by, I message her again, no response. And I'm like, okay, at this point now, it's been like 5 months since you are supposed to have given me or shipped out this order, and you still haven't done it. So I then, at this point, I'm like, okay, I'm never getting this spirit tea, because one of the things was for Isaiah, who is one of my friends. And I was like, okay, I'm never getting this. So I had decided to buy her a Giants spirit tea, because she is a San Francisco Giants fan. So I went ahead and bought her the present and everything. And then I eventually went through PayPal, because I paid with PayPal, and I put in a claim and was like, I never received this. Here's my proof. I put like screenshots and everything to it. I ended up getting a refund. But keep in mind, this was $125 worth of merchandise that I never got. And going through this person's like Instagram and comments and stuff like that, it wasn't just me who was having problems, because a lot of people would be like, wait, I haven't gotten my order. Is there any way I can get an update on it? And their thing would get deleted and stuff. But then there's others that are like, oh, I received my order, and they had placed it like a couple weeks ago, and they got shipping notices and everything, and they were super excited. So I'm like, okay, did like the batch of us just never get our orders or what? I ended up getting a refund, which is totally okay after like 6 months later. But it was just interesting because I'm like, I've never had that problem before with like a standalone shop. Usually they're pretty good with making sure that they get orders out, but it was just interesting. So anyway, that was a whole long tangent that I just went on. I bought her the Spirit Tea because it was makeup for her birthday, or not her birthday, the Christmas present that I never actually got her. Yeah. Moving underneath that, I then took a half box and another one of those Coffee Monsters Code Doctor emojis to mark that my dad was back in the ER. He ended up getting kidney stones and he went back into the ER to get some medicine for it because he was in that much pain. So this one wasn't as bad, but for him to go back into the ER, it was heartbreaking for him, and he was so down. But yeah, so he went back in the ER. He was fine though. He ended up going back out. It was totally okay. Underneath that, I took a little Celeste from Scroll Prince Co. that has some tacos with it to mark El Pollo Loco, which is amazing. And then I took a little, like, stressed out or, like, why frustrated, angry munchkin to mark that I am super frustrated. I actually also was writing frustrated and I had to white it out because I didn't like the way that it wrote out. And then last but not least, on Saturday, I took a little fancy label and a munchkin that's like laying down, like overwhelmed, to mark an emotional breakdown, which sounds about right because I was not having the best of times during the end of this week. So we had an emotional breakdown. Moving on to Sunday, first thing I did was I put down the work label again. I then put down a phone icon from the kit to mark that I had to call scheduling. I actually called out on this day, mainly because of the emotional breakdown and the frustration and everything, and I was like, I can't do another day. I need a day off. So I called out on this day. Underneath that, I put down a little emoji that has like a bunch of like packages and stuff in their hand to mark a Hot Topic order. Funny enough, I called out, not getting money because I called out, and yet I make a Hot Topic order. So yeah, we did that. And then I put down a little baseball munchkin to mark that I watched baseball with my dad, which was fun too because I literally just spent the whole entire day with him, which was nice after him like going through a hospital and everything and being by himself in the hospital at times. So it was nice just to spend the day and just relax and calm down. And it was like a self-care day, but also a nice day to spend with my dad. So I watched some baseball with him, and then I took a Wonton in a Million steamy sticker to mark that I looked up baseball tickets. We actually made like this plan that we were like, we really want to go to a baseball game, and so we started looking up tickets and stuff like that for it, but we can't go until he's fully healed. So we actually still have not bought the tickets yet, even though I'm like, I really want to go. And the game that we're planning on going to is July 29th. So I'm like, oh no, I really like really quickly, my computer battery is starting to die, but that's not important. But I'm like, oh no, I really want to buy these tickets, but we don't know if we can go because he still is recovering. So yeah, we will see. I then took another piece of the bottom washi and a Lazy Day sticker that is from Planner S to mark a lazy day, which I cut that really badly. It's like super crooked, so don't mind that. And then last but not least, I took a Glam Planner Lolly and Pop on the computer to mark that I played The Sims all day, because that's what I did. I played The Sims all day because we literally did nothing. It was beautiful, apart from watching baseball with my dad and looking up baseball tickets. But that is everything for this plan with me. I'm going to put down the weekend banner really quickly because for some reason I keep forgetting to do that in like the speed up section in the beginning of this video. Not entirely sure why. But I really love how this spread turned out. It's a very like summery spread, in my opinion. Like Carnival, I feel like is very summery, but I really like how this one turned out, and just it's really pretty, and I like the Dumbo themed with it, even though I didn't go actually see Dumbo. But I'm going to flip through what's left in the kit. It's a pretty big kit, so I still have a decent amount of stuff left over. Only thing I didn't have was washi, so I had to keep cutting up the full boxes, but other than that, totally not a big deal. And I forgot how great Crest Press stickers are. Like, they're so soft and matte, and it's beautiful. So that is going to be everything for this plan with me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, as always, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you are not already. I'm going to do a little bit of a Viv wiggle right here. There's actually a decent amount of foil in this kit, and actually turned out really, really pretty. But leave me a comment down below of anything that you would like, and I will see you guys in another video very, very soon. Bye, guys!